client is expanding. Yeah, the client is expanding on the use cases as well. So from that's what we call is land and expand, right? So like I said, it's been 15 years in the industry, and I've been very fortunate to have worked with a lot of very good mentors and learned a lot through my experience as well. And I really hope that all of you uh, is there a technical glitch from my end? I can see sometimes the audio is breaking. So I think I'll have to go off video and let me know, is it better? Is it better?
Yeah, this is better,
All right. Let's go with
because of
let's go with the
limited
voice.
bandwidth. So let's keep it audio as of now.
Sure, done.
Yeah.
Let me then, so like I said, now you know about my role. And, in my role, what I see is we have a huge interest in AI. And and the topic that we have for today is data and AI, right? So I really hope that, you're going back inspired to do more. And I'll show you a couple of videos and demos also. Let's probably start the journey. Let me share my screen, and if you can confirm if you can see the
Sure.
presentation.
So in the meanwhile, Binu, I would like to add on few more things here.
Yeah.
So as Avneet has mentioned, this Hershakti program is in association with KDM and Jobs for Her Foundation and with other corporates like yourself, which are coming in as the mentors or, the SMEs. So these women are from diverse background. Okay.
Hmm.
And these women are either from BTech, from BSc, from MSc, and they are from Pan India. That is something we love about this batch, that they are coming not just from metro city or tier one city. Maximum of our audience is from tier two cities.
Hmm.
Okay. So they are very much, right now enthusiastic about restarting their career because most of them are returning women on a break currently.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so it would be great if the pace of the whole thing would be slow, so that it's easier for them to grasp. And they have few concerns related to some, maybe opting for a technology. Sometimes a person who has taken a break for 8 years and all. So terminologies might be difficult for them to catch a hold on. So, if things goes with the pace, and if you can elaborate those terminologies on the go, that would be a very impressive way where they would be love to hear all those things.
Sure. Sure,
Yeah.
Niharika. In fact, I'm sure, they must be knowing Ashok sir also. I go back to 2019 and I've been associated with women in tech from there on.
Yeah.
And I have worked with Ashok sir a lot. I am also a deep dive hardcore, believer in making things simple as possible, making sure it's not just about the terms or the keywords that we use, but really getting into the depth of what exactly it is.
Yes.
So with that, yeah. So Niharika, can we start or
No,
is
no,
it
that's okay. It's just that because we were getting these queries from these women that we are not able to correlate with the terminology. So we thought we'll just give you a heads up. So later on, when you are presenting, it's easier for everyone to understand.
sure? And just one more thing, Niharika, can we do a quick poll if it is possible? Like who all are new to, is there some basic understanding there in AI or it's you know, are they aware of data and AI as a concept?
Okay. Polls can be done, but it will take some time to now
It will take
create a
some time.
poll.
No worries.
Yes.
I think let's start. And if they have
Mhm.
more questions, maybe I'll allot half an hour for a discussion later.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's start today. Methodology, the two flavors of machine learning, and last we'll go to the industry use cases. Now, just to begin with, what I want to say is just I'm seeing there is a network glitch. Just, you're aware of the basics, okay? Let me share again. I'm seeing a message. There is a network problem, but that's fine. Let's continue. Okay. So the very first thing that we want to talk about is AI. What is AI basically, right? So it basically helps us to enable the computer or machine to think. It enables the machine to think. That basically means that without any human intervention, the machine will be able to take its own decision. And guys, this is something very important that all of us have to understand why, we need to understand these basic terminologies. AI is basically enabling computers to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, right? I'm going to show you the full diagram and then probably we'll discuss. On this side so that it's all visible to you. All right. So you see the diagram correctly, Niharika. I'll just need one more confirmation before I go. You can
Yes, yes,
see,
yes. I can see your screen very clear.
and there is a lot of text on the left side as well, right?
Yeah, so I request all the participants to enable your caption so it's easier for you to understand in case if you miss out any word.
Okay. Okay. So then let us start. I think we are good. It's going well now. So
Yes.
what I want to say first is we have four things that we're going to talk about. The first one is artificial intelligence itself, right? AI basically helps us to enable the computer or the machine to think. It enables the machine to think. That basically means without any human intervention, the machine will be able to take its own decision, right? And whenever we say AI, what is AI? The final goal is to create an AI application. So think yourself, you're part of the industry now. What is data and AI? What is your final goal? You want to work on a use case like an application, like a self-driving car or a Google Maps. All of us are using that. Any AI application app which basically uses machine learning and deep learning. So you can see that AI is a superset. Inside that we have machine learning and we have deep learning. So in totality, AI is basically applications that uses machine learning and deep learning to create that use case, right? So creating an AI app is a final goal, and we have to reach over here and create an AI application. So when we talk about machine learning, now let's come talk about machine learning here. When we talk about machine learning, it is a subset of AI that you can clearly see on my screen. Machine learning is a subset of AI. And what does machine learning help us do? It provides us basically statistical tools to explore the data, right? In simple definition, it provides us some statistical tools to explore and to understand about, data. Now, how many of us are aware of stats? Maybe you can just enter in chat. How many statistical tools do we understand? Logistic regression. Have we heard like simple mathematics? We all have done that. Probability, matrices. Yes, you're all aware, right? So when we talk about machine learning, you have three different approaches. Okay. The very first one is supervised machine learning. The second technique is called as unsupervised machine learning. And the third technique is called reinforcement learning. Reinforced also similar. First is supervised, second is unsupervised, and the third is reinforcement. When I talk about supervised, it's like a teacher over here to tell you what is right and what is wrong. Basically, your data will be labeled. Label will tell you, what is this data referring to. When it is unsupervised, you don't have a label. And when it is reinforcement learning, the machine will learn through your feedback. Have you seen some chatbots which will ask your feedback? Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Did I answer your question? And all those questions, that is reinforcement learning, right? So that is what you will hear about machine learning. And the most important part, and so much relevant today, is deep learning, which is again a subset of this whole machine learning. So why did deep learning come in? Now, the scientists thought that, if we can make the machine learn how we do with our brains, right? With the help of human brain, we learn new things, right? So that was the main idea behind deep learning. In fact, it has a similar architecture like our brain. We call it the neural architecture. So we have nerves, we have nerve cells, and basically a collection of neurons which become part of the nervous system. So over here in deep learning, you create an architecture which is multi-neural. Remember, it is a multi-neural network architecture. End of the day, we basically use multi-neural network architecture. It basically resembles your brain, and it basically creates deep learning neural networks. So the main idea behind deep learning is to mimic the brain and the human brain. And you know how human actually learns those concepts. Similarly, we are creating models over here which will learn. And then the most important thing is this neural architecture, right? So we talked about AI. What is AI again? It will use machine learning and deep learning to create AI applications. Now, the question arises, where does this data science fit into, right? Data science is basically a technique which tries to apply all this, like, you can see it cuts across AI, machine learning, and deep learning, right? So all that particular techniques, basically machine learning, deep learning, apart from that also, it uses some tools like statistics that we talked about, linear algebra that we talked about, a whole lot of different maths like differential calculus, all right? So all those techniques are used as part of data science. So you can see that it's using statistics, computer science, applied mathematics, visualizations to turn data into insights, right? And as we build an AI application, the very first step is actually data science, where we sit and we, check the data, we understand the data. There is a whole process of data science before we go build AI. So next time if somebody asking you, what is AI? Your answer should be AI is basically those applications that are built using machine learning and deep learning. And we have data science, a set of tools that provides your data into insights. Is that clear? Can I have some few answers on chat? Great. The ones deal with that said yes. Yes, that will look on different ways as well. Just situation we're all clear with what is I'm not seeing responses at me. I hope I'm still alive. Confirm.
Binu, your voice is breaking. We have lost Binu, so let her join again. Give us 1 minute of time.
My voice was breaking.
Yes, your voice was breaking, Binu.
Okay, so where did I leave last?
So we were talking about the deep learning and how it has come into the being.
Okay. Let me share again.
Yes.
We were talking about deep learning, is it?
Yes.
I will need your help, Niharika. If
Yeah,
it is
please
not
get me.
audible,
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried. I hope. So was last year also?
So there was a lot of static, Binu. So the problem was whatever you have said, no, it was not clear. So
It is not
many
clear.
participants were requesting you to repeat. When you have finished just deep learning, you were talking about the data science, how it has come into the being and what are the rules. So if you can repeat that data
Right.
science part, so that would be great.
Sure. Thanks, Niharika. So, team, what I was saying is now AI applications is very clear. It's basically all applications from and all that. How is machine this here on screen, based
Binu, we
on
are
personalized data.
losing you. Hello.
Me, God.
Uh, Binu, if it is possible, can you share this PPT from our end? We'll share it from our end, and it's easier for you to use your bandwidth from there.
Sure, sure, sure.
So this way it will help others
Then
also.
I think the share is also a problem, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Niharika. 1 second. I don't think, my network is really unstable now.
I can understand once a day it happens.
No, I have to go to the network team. That's the problem. That's why you're not able to hear me.
You must be using hotspot, I guess, right?
Now I'm using hotspot, but it's not helping.
Okay.
Let me do one thing. Let me not share my screen and, let's, just explore what is data in here without slides. Is that good,
Sure.
guys? Can we do that? We do that? All right.
Yeah. So, Binu, there's one more thing. Like these girls are going through the program on Springboard, where they have been through the basic of design and then AI. So,
Hmm.
if we can avoid those nitty-gritties, it's okay. So they have already been through some sessions of AI.
You already have? Okay.
Yes, yes.
So they
Okay. So
understand then, what is data science, what is, AI, machine learning, all that, right?
yes, on a broader level, yes.
All right. Then probably what I should do is we can quickly go to DSCE Niharika, and I'm going to ask you to go to this link, right? So that let's go to this link, and it's something that you can also open for me, right? If you can just go to dsce.ibm.com. And what we'll do, guys, is explore some of the industry use cases for generative AI.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a very easy link, guys, that I've shared on chat as well. And we all understand generative AI. I think all of us might have, at least heard about it, not at all, but then at least, I mean, using it, on a daily basis. So IBM has its own generative AI platform. We call it Watson X, right? I'll just put it on chat also. And probably next time, Niharika, I will want a very good network and I'm going to run the team through that. But today, what we're going to do is, focus on the use cases. And it's really interesting and something I feel that will be easy with a low network. And I just have to give a voice, right? Um, Niharika, if you can just share that link on your screen and we'll go through that. I've put it on chat,
Sure.
dsc.ibm.com.
I hope it's visible.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to do a live demo, and Niharika, you're going to help me with this. So it's a very
Okay.
simple click, click, click. All right. And I want all your attention, guys. And sorry for I just hope the audio is going to sync now, right? So Niharika will just click on try Watson X, the first tile, right? Um, yeah, just click on that. Double click. Yeah. Now you can see that. So like I said, I work with 25 clients across the India region, North and West. And some of the important use cases from the industry perspective is what you see on the screen, right? What is generative AI? Generative AI is basically something that can generate text for you, It will help you classify text. It can summarize text for you. It will basically insight extraction, do entity extraction. There are a lot of things that generative AI can do. And what we're going to explore today is some of these use cases, very interesting use cases using What's in X, which is generative AI. So Niharika, if you can click on the brief builder, the very first tile, right? Now, this is the power of, AI that I'm going to show you. And we'll click on the interactive live demo, right? And if you can just click on interactive live demo. Yeah. And you can see that this is a brief builder. In below, you can see there is a button called sample text. Sample text, you can click on that. Yeah. So if you see the sample text, if you can just scroll up a little, Niharika. Yeah, it's already come. So basically, this is a marketing campaign brief for a product manager. So being in marketing, you hear how it is, how generative AI is basically helping you. So your company name is given. The feature is Sprint 2.0. This is the product name. The product information is given. The kickoff date is given. The target audience, the age limit of the people involved. The sales objective is to increase the sales by 30% in the next 2 months. Creativity is high quality image, bold typography, and bright colors. Now, Niharika, request you to click on generate brief, and very nicely with the information that you see here, it's actually going to generate the output of user information that you see on the left side. And right now what's happening is there is an LLM API call that went in the back end, and it's actually generated you a marketing brief, right? So guys, this is the time for AI. Wherever you are on your career, or if you feel that is this the right time for me to jump in, there's no other time. I would say just jump in, because any time is a good time in AI. And the employment and the recruitment for AI has actually doubled this year, right? So the name of the LLM here, right? So if you go back to the previous tab, Niharika, the previous blue tab that about, you can keep this tab open, and you can go back to the previous tab, just next to that,
What?
just before that. Yeah.
Yes. This one?
Yes. So this is the demo Excel, right? You will get the flow diagram. There's what's in it AI. And if you can click on the demo explainer, it will actually give you all the details of how to run this demo. The LLM used, there can be two. One is Llama from Meta, or it can be Granite from IBM. So these are the two most used LLM models, but there are a lot more models on the platform. So I'm going to do one more session for you on 27th, and probably I hope and pray to all gods that my network is good. And this is something I really want you to explore. There are a lot of use cases. I've given you the best link, where you can go and explore yourself. What is a brief builder? What are the other use cases in the industry, right? Just by learning AI, ML, data science not going to help. We have to get hands-on. We have to understand LLM in deep. What is a prompt? What is prompt engineering? What is a prompt lab? So you please go to this interactive live demo. This is one example. Niharika, if you can just go back to the main page, you can just use the back button. And if you
This
go
way?
back, you'll be able to see the back button, the back next. No, no, you just go back to the home page. No, no, now go back to the previous
Where
page.
you want to go
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. So
Conversation or
these are
briefing?
all the, you can explore any use case that you want. In fact, conversational intelligence, you can see summarization, extraction, classification. There are three labels on the top of the tile. You see that? Summarization, extraction, classification. Right. So if you may want to go into this also, how, let's go into this one. Let's go into this one, Niharika. Yeah. So I'm going to show you an interactive live demo for this. Let's click on that. Yeah, you can see how nice it is. Gives you everything that you need to start. And once we click on the interactive live demo, you will see a conversation which is happening. So similar to before, all you need to do is click on the sample text. In the three buttons below, there's a sample text. Niharika, you're doing AI with me today. This is interesting.
It's okay, I'll
So,
learn from you.
but this is great, Niharika. You've been a champ for me today. So this is the sales conversation, right? You know how sales conversation are. I am day in and day out with this. So we do, we do a lot of talking and we talk to clients on where they are, what they need. And sometimes this voice, if it is converted to text, this is how it looks like. You can see a lot of text. We click on Get Insights, and you will be able to see everything that you need from that call. Imagine if this is available to you, how much sense it makes, right? You can see the summary is generated for you, the call to action, the client industry focus, and the key entities. So it covers summarization, it gives you entity extraction, and it also gives you classification. How does it give me classification? It's actually calling out that the industry focus is finance. There can be different industries, right? Now, one question is, how is this LLM doing everything? LLM is basically a large language model. Please read up on that, if you're new. Large language model is a pre-trained model, pre-trained with everything from the internet. Think about a model which is pre-trained with everything from the internet, and that is available to you. It can do magic. The magic that you see on my screen, on Niharika's screen, is summarization, classification, and entity extraction. You can see the name is Marie Claire, the company is G2, the name is client, and there's an email ID also extracted. Guys, this is the power of AI. And now if you think, what are the other use cases it can do? It is not limited to just text. This is LLM. We will also have images. We also have videos. You can just imagine the power of AI. So what I'm here to tell you is, of course, focus on learning. You also believe in yourself. As women, sometimes we so underestimate ourselves. And I also have a gap in my career of 9 months. In those 9 months, I realized that I can either sit at home and do nothing, or prove myself, use the knowledge that I've gained from school and college, and make sure that I'm financially independent. So, word of caution for all of us: life may sound very good sitting at home. I have experienced that it is not, right? We really want to make sure we add value to this world, and your impact will be felt. So even if you don't see results today, I would say have a lot of patience and just keep doing your work. And more than anything, focus on these use cases. Don't just go with what is machine learning. You start learning about algorithms. Try to implement use case that you see over here. Now, if you want to implement this, we also have the code available to you. Now, if Niharika, you can click on the previous page, the blue wala button, previous page. No, the previous page, yeah. You can see that if you just scroll down, there is a flow diagram. You scroll down, click again on the tab on my conversation intelligence. Okay. Just click on, yeah, and just scroll down slowly. Again, scroll down. Yeah. You see where you get an application code exam. I'm asking you do coding, but this is where you should lead to, right? So dsc.ibm.com, I've already put it on chat. These are the use cases. These are use cases that are implemented with clients. Please go and explore this. This is going to be the heaven for you. Of course, you can see, you will feel, where am I headed to? Pick up few use cases and then start implementing it end to end, and you will understand what it means. At least one, at least one. Just give yourself this deadline that I want to implement one. If you do not want to do generative AI, if you want to stick to traditional predictive AI, go to kaggle.com. Kaggle.com is another very, very useful resource. Go and explore. One of the use cases can be the Titanic data set. use any data set that you want, complete one project. So what I recommend is do one traditional AI, do one generative AI, understand, learn at least SQL part of it. SQL, which is, it could be MySQL or DB2 or anything, right? If you're getting thorough with these basics of the industry, anybody would take you, right? And if, in is there any question? I also see a Q&A. One second. One second, one second.
Yeah, I'll read it out for you,
Yeah,
Binu, if you. So
sure,
there is a
Abhi.
question from Soumya. She's asking, as an attorney in which of the field AI, ML, data science, I can start working as soon as possible without any prior experience. Is there any possibility of getting a remote job in the above mentioned field?
Hmm. So somewhere, even if you do not have experience, if you can, give me on chat, have you completed any project end to end? What matters is your experience as a technical person. What you have implemented? You are returning from any field. In fact, I'll tell you about myself. I'm actually from the mainframe background. Guys, do you believe that? I started my journey as a COBOL developer, as a Kix developer from mainframes. I moved into data science. Right. So you need internships, you please explore programs that can help you with that. Get at least that one project completed. Get those one project completed. I've shared you the use case link. Go to dsc.ibm.com if you're interested in generative AI, or if you want to go to predictive AI. There is so many things that's available to you. Go to kaggle.com, or if you want to explore IBM, I will suggest you another link. Link for data platform.ibm.com. Okay.
Okay,
I'll send you
so
one more link. Okay, you can go and explore.
Avneet, we can collate all these links
Yeah,
and share with
Niharika.
all the women later with them, so it's easier for them to keep a reference ready.
Yes, I'm making a note of it, Niharika.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I see a question from Chaitra. Can we opt from Coursera? Absolutely. So what I've observed is, even for myself, doing these virtual courses, we start with a lot of passion and we say, I'm going to just kill it. I'm just going to do it. And, in 1 week's time, you know, what happens is we lose our Josh, right? Since I'm seeing 185 people on this video here, right? Why don't you work as team? I mean, you ask me anytime. Doing things alone is always crazy, but if you have a team, some few people get together and then you try to solve a problem, it becomes much easier. So go ahead, join Coursera, join Khan Academy. I keep getting this questions, is this good, that good? Everything is good. But what I'll say is, you start something and you want to make sure you complete it. You want to complete and get that certificate post for me. I want you to do. Can we all do that instead? We keep asking, ye acha hai, wo acha hai. No, we want to complete the course. Absolutely. Learning is good anytime, anywhere. And people think AI is so complicated. AI is not complicated. We not put us around it. We are not we're not saying use cases in projects end to end. That is the problem. AI is not at all complicated. We have to put a lot of effort, and those efforts will definitely pay out for you. Yeah.
Thank you, Binu.
My
I
voice.
would want to read out few more questions if you can just
Sure.
take this up now. So there were earlier in the chat box, there were some
Yeah. Let's.
questions when you were showing the case study there. So the question was the accuracy of the summary, which where we were seeing a chart. of the client, the Marie Claire, and the email and everything was mentioned in that box. So there was a question at that point of time, what is the rate of accuracy of the summary then there?
Right. So there are few things that, we want to talk about. Whenever we talk about AI, right, we talk about predictive traditional models and we talk about generative AI, that, use case you talked about. There is a very important concept called governance, which is doing the rounds. Okay, it is governance. And as IBM, we really are very much focused on responsible AI. We want to make sure the output that you get is not a black box. It is transparent, it is explainable. So when we say the accuracy of the summarization, now any LLM that we're using, right? You can tune the parameters, you can use a decoding method, you can do a SAM method, interpretation, summarization. We have something called sentence similarity, context similarities. There are different metrics. Model metrics has to be monitored. So what I'm trying to say is model metrics need to be monitored, correct? And for that, we have tools. We have our tool we call dot governance that you may want to explore. So through what's next dot governance, right, you will be able to see what is the current score. Is there a violation? Is there something, is there a red flag that needs to be addressed? So that is where industry is headed to. Responsible AI becomes, so what we're saying is responsible AI is responsible business. I'll just type because my voice is breaking. What I said is very good question, guys. Responsible AI is responsible business. I hope that question is answered.
Yes, and that's a very strong statement. I would say responsible AI and responsible business. So yes,
Yes.
definitely. Okay, so moving on to the next question, Binu. So there was one question, difference between ChatGPT and Build app. So is there any light you can put on this question as well?
So ChatGPT and Build app, uh, if you can unmute as a question, maybe we can have a discussion.
I'm sorry, I just lost you in between. Can you just repeat what you just said?
Yeah, I didn't get the question. Maybe you want to
So somebody
unmute.
wanted to understand the difference between ChatGPT and Build app.
So ChatGPT is a product, right, that we already have in the market, doing the rounds from November 2022. Where we using build apps, what you see probably is, creating those ChatGPT is a good, it's an example here, build apps, is a platform that will help you use those LLMs. Again, my voice is breaking. This is a tough day, guys. I feel so bad.
That's okay. We can still hear you a bit, and I think we could hear the answer you gave, so that's all right. So
Vinu, there are
moving
many questions posted in Q&A. If you
Q&A
can
also, yes.
take it from there, it's easier for you to see the questions.
Okay. All right. So there is a question from Sarika Pillai. I'm confused how to start my. Oh, so what we'll do is probably we'll just go through these questions and, let's go through these questions, okay? And then if you have follow-up questions, add more. But I already see a lot of questions, so let's just, try to answer them now.
Sure.
So first one is from Smarika. Yeah. I'm confused how to start my career in AI/ML. Smarika, there are a lot of people who are starting the journey just with you. And there's no competition. Our own journey is a very unique journey. I would say just focus on your own journey. Like I said, pick up a use case, pick up one project that you want to do. It can be predictive, it can be generative. If you want to do generative AI, go for LLM. learn about LLMs. If you want to go on predictive AI, which is always going to be there, don't worry about generative. Generative is not going to replace traditional. I would say pick up one project and start working on it, right? Right? That's where we are. You need to have a mathematics background. Like I already said, we need to work with calculus, matrices, a lot of it things there to understand the concepts, why something is working. Why? Because we need to tune the parameters of the models, basically the weights of the models, right? So for that, it would be advantage if you're from that background. I hope I answered that question. I'm going to say answered live. Okay. Need internships to get a clearer idea. Need internships to get a clearer idea. Absolutely, Gitanjali. Given opportunity, please go for internships because it is going to help you a long way. You'll get industry experience. You'll be sitting with mentors and understanding what their industry pain points are and trying to solve the problem yourself. Yeah. So this is great. Gitanjali, you getting an opportunity, just grab it with both hands, I would say. Satya, how will this help testers? What additional courses or programs needed for testers, particularly from functional testing? So let's give a very common answer for every one of you, each one of you who's actually looking for a course or program. Guys, there are a lot of AI programs. I say go for anything. All are good. There is no cliche, this is better than the other. There is nothing like that. Everything is good. What we start, you need to complete. That's all I'll say. Get that damn certificate, put it on LinkedIn, and tag everyone here. Work is, team. You can talk to Ashok sir. I've worked with him, and there are so many women, who've gone and they've got after running a company. And for me, so I'm really good. So this is what I want to hear from each of you. It's just you, the fact you've taken is actually joining this course itself. I would say you've taken the first step, go deeper, pick up a use case. That's all you need to do. You can do as many courses, but unless you do one project, you're not getting there. So be testing background, be ready for a lot of efforts. Test background, development background doesn't matter today. Even in 6th and 7th standard, they are doing AI, guys. My niece in her 6th standard is doing AI today, right? So we want to, all of us, in my parents who are so old, they are also into AI now. They use ChatGPT, right? There was a time when they didn't understand WhatsApp. WhatsApp is like, a very basic app. Now ChatGPT is becoming very common. So I would say there's no restriction. Whatever background you're coming from, support, testing, development, go for data and AI. If you need to hear from me, I'm telling you, please go for it. Go join a course, complete a project, right? Please suggest where can we get internship? Um, I mean, this is a question probably you can talk to your industry friends because in IBM, it has its own method of internship, and it is in IBM research that those openings come in. But if it's probably coming from recommendations from the colleges and universities themselves. So if you've applied and if you've not got through, you can let me know. But usually it is the universities that can get connected with IBM for internship. But then having said that, what I'm going to say is pick up those badges. There are a lot of, okay, let me share you one more link on chat and you can actually start skills build. One second, let me just verify this link and then share it. We have a very interesting skills build. So, okay. Which will get you all the digital certifications also. It's a free learning, you're saying you need to learn something. I'm sharing this with you. Please, done. All right. Skillsbuild.ib.com. Yeah. Just give me a minute. It's opening. Okay. So I'll share you another link. This is where You can get it as well. Go explore skillsbuild.org. And there are also a lot of digital badges for data and AI that you can. Okay, I am sending it to host and probably you're not getting it. I'm sharing it now with everyone. Kavita, are you able to see that, Kavita? Yeah, so Avneet, you're going to collate these links that I've
I
shared
am
to you,
making a
right?
note of
You'll
each
be able to
link you're
share it again.
sharing, Binu, and after the session, we'll be sharing
Thank you.
everything with them.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So skills build is what I was talking about. You will actually be able to get digital badges that you can use on your social media also. Guys, we have to be a little pompous about us. It's that time. As women, we rate ourselves 6 out of 10 for the same job where a man would just go and say, I'm 10 on 10. Where do they get that confidence from? Are we also getting some choice in life to say, nahi, I'm not so fit, yaar, I'm not so fit. No, we are. We just, decided that I'm not very capable. I am not going to be there. You put me in a role today. I'll just talk a little about myself. Yesterday night, I was in an event, okay? And there were like 100 people out in the room. I was explaining them technology from start to scratch. And there was a CXO from one of the companies, and he came and told me, I've not seen women so technical. And I said, tomorrow I have a session where I'm going to talk about exactly this. I do not want to hear these statements, guys. Why was I the only woman in that room? There were 100 then me. And this is what we want to change. This is exactly what we want to change. And the statement that came was, I've not heard a woman being so technical. It's because probably sometimes even I have doubts. I've also put myself in the back, but I come back. And we all have to come back. And we want to make it at least a 50-50 representation, isn't it? Isn't it? How many of you have heard itna technical mat karo yaar? Cooking is more interesting, no? Isn't it? Have you heard that? Then we have no rights to tell our kids no to learn and study. They're also our 50-50. Then we have no rights to go back to our children and say, Padai karo, you're not learning well. Where have we used that knowledge? Yeah? We agree to that? I miss. I heard this yesterday. I was telling my husband, yeah, how can he say that? But the fact is, somewhere we ourselves are responsible for this. I would say you want to work, you don't want to work alone, form a group, work together, but please complete those projects. Right? To do that. So we are not going to wait for any internship. I have given you skill.com. Next time, I want Niharika to tell me how many badges each of you earned. Let's create an Excel sheet of that for yourself. Create an Excel sheet for yourself and say learning how many
So,
project am I going
girls,
to
we
work on.
need to pep up here because Binu is going to ask how many badges we have received here. Okay, now it's
I
a
love it.
question how much effort we are going to put here. So, I need 200%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, let's give ourselves a pat that yes, we have planned to restart and this is the right way. And when Binu is guiding us, what are the next steps? Let's adhere to those steps and make maximum use of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Bath, have food, do whatever. But today, just decide I'm going to put every day half an hour, 1 hour. If we can do it for the family, it is time that you think that even this is going to be fun. And next time we are anybody to do something yourself, also I'm supposed to do. I push myself like that because whenever I ask somebody to do something and then I think myself, am I doing something or am I missing some deadline? Am I missing something that I need to do? And this is, I'm walking the talk because I myself have a career break. I was in mainframes. I have a very good family support. I have to say that. You know what? It's just not asking. You always think you will not get it, but to ask them, I need support. I need to put in war. I need to go for a walk. And when you're going to get diabetic and blood pressure and all, the family aa jayega na. When it's time for you to land in hospital, your family would help you, isn't it? So all the more before it strikes you, get financial independent, go on skills build, get your badges, and start posting on LinkedIn. And tag me, I would love it. I will be the first one to say kudos to you. All right. So no more questions on where can I get an internship? What can I do? Is this the right? No. You have resources on the internet. Even a machine is learning all that resources, giving you the right answers. Isn't it time for us to prep ourselves? The only thing missing is just putting that effort. Learning material, YouTube is all you need every day. We didn't have YouTube, unfortunately, when we were in school and college, but now you have, now we have, right? So no more excuses, guys. I really hope. And like Niharika said, we are our saviors ourselves. Nobody is going to help us. We have to take care of our health, our financial health, our home, right? So all the best wishes. Try to solve the test. Will I be able to take this up at any prior experience or hands-on? Absolutely not. You need to build that experience. That is going to be through that project that you deliver on. And then, you just keep going to interviews. You do these projects. I'm telling you, your break will go. I started home work, not and got a job. So the interviews enough understand us as well, right? So we have to get through the grind. Now, the next one is which type of task projects are needed to be done? Okay, now this is a very interesting one. We have talked about Kaggle.com if you want to focus on traditional machine learning. If you want to focus on generative AI, look up this one, generative AI. Okay, this is like GitHub. Like you have GitHub for developers, right? Generative AI ka, it is huggingface.com. Which type of task? What else? Kaggle I've shared. Kaggle is also something you want to go and explore. Kaggle.com. What else? Did I- Sure. The good links. Also, another link that I want to share is developer.ibm.com. So very, very interesting links. Okay. You want links? I can share as many links, but what I want to do is focus. Next, see, that is also something I already shared with you. Go and explore this. DSCE. Guys, I know my voice is not clear, unfortunately, but I have put in all the links on the chat. Need to call it as well. I'm experience HR and administrative field. I'm planning to switch to technical domain. Please let me know what are the prerequisites to pursue. Okay. Mona, you have experience in HR and administration field. Wonderful. You want to move to technical. Mona, no experience is going to go away. Okay. Your HR and administration field is very important experience that you have gained. So another thing that I'm going to share is domain experience is very important. Okay. Now add your technical skills and you would fly. Why I'm writing this is sometimes, only then it embeds. So Mona, please see the chat. My voice is not clear today, but I hope you're going to get the answer. If you want to start with not so technical, you might want to explore the business intelligence side of it. Go for a course on business intelligence where you will build a dashboard, do storytelling, etc. You can do that. Okay. Mona, that is for you if you want to explore because you're coming from HR background, suddenly going into a technical and all that may be difficult. But try to explore business intelligence, dashboarding, storytelling. That is good, right? Now, I have done data analytics course from Coursera, certified by Google. One from Udemy, have applied many companies, didn't go because of gap. Hmm. Akansha, is it okay if you can unmute yourself? Really want to talk to you. Akansha, you there?
Akshay, please raise your hand.
I've given the access to
Yeah.
Akansha to speak. Akansha, you can speak now.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Akansha. How are you?
Yeah, good. Doing good.
I'm so impressed just first time that you've done so many courses. You completed them?
Yeah, I've completed all the courses. I've got the certification.
Okay. And did you do any project, any use cases towards the end of the course?
Yeah, it was there in the Coursera. It was a Google certified course, so there was a project in the end. I completed that. In Udemy, it was just
Uh-huh.
the project was not there, but all the like what the technical skills I gained, I was able to do all the technical skills like SQL, Tableau, and
Mm-hmm. Tableau, you are aware of Tableau?
yeah, I'm aware of Tableau and Power BI.
Power BI. So one note for everyone here, like Akansha said, if you want to get into business intelligence, this is what you need. You need to know at least one of these tools. It can be Tableau, it can be any open source or any enterprise level service. So she mentioned Tableau. Any database you're familiar with, Akansha?
Uh, Database, like I done with the SQL and Python, I'm still learning. Uh,
Okay, sure. Whenever we talk about business intelligence, you need to have a BI tool capability. Like you said, Tableau is the one. I would suggest get yourself Tableau like in and out. Okay. Get yourself a database knowledge, can be MySQL, can be anything. One open source SQL should be like really strong. Okay. And explore
mhm.
Kaggle, where you can do a lot of data analytic projects.
Yeah, I did one from Kaggle and I was doing the coding practice from the Hacker Rank.
Wonderful. Akansha, you're very close. Kabhi kabhi, it's just that efforts you would see is not coming up, but I can tell you that's why I asked you to unmute because you're putting the
Mhm.
right efforts and you will land up in a job very soon. Now, what you really need to do is keep pushing your profile, create a github.com if not already done. Put in all the projects that you're working on into github.com. Very important. And keep
Mhm.
updating it. Keep updating it, whatever you're doing. Second thing, if you want to earn money, a job is not the only way.
Mhm.
Kaggle.com also gives you cash prizes if you do really well, right?
Okay.
So since you're already developing that knack, go to kaggle.com and you earn trophies, you get cash prizes. I'm aware of it. So that's another way of earning money. Don't just depend on a job per se. You will get there. Okay. Second thing is a freelancing job. They need a lot of data analytics people. Okay. I am aware data engineers, data analytics. Open, apply for freelancing. So don't restrict yourself कि मुझे सिर्फ company में जाना है. There's no rule like that. You can go for, any freelancing, any opportunities you get. Just apply.
So for freelancing, which site I should refer for?
I'm not aware of this site, but I'm aware of people who are very experienced people who are doing freelancing only, as a Java developer. So you might want to explore that part. Okay.
I know, I think Upwork is there. I want
Upwork
to,
is there. You're right. Upwork is there. I've heard about that. Yes, absolutely.
Upwork,
oh,
I
Fiverr,
also see.
there are few more like these. So you can Google it, and there are so many websites which you can relate with. New websites have come in to help you with these kind of jobs.
okay.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you, Niharika. I think this is very important that this is also shared. This is also shared to them. I mean, these details as well, right? And with that experience, you're going to get more experience. You get industry experience, and that you can add to your resume as well.
Yeah, that is only what is lagging behind. The
Let's do
experience.
that. तुमने इतना, I mean, you've done a lot. You've done very well. Let's just add this part as well. You're in?
I mean, like you are asking for the city?
No. I'm saying you in? Are you in for all the more efforts that you're going to put?
Yeah,
You've already
definitely.
put in.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
हमारे पास choice नहीं है. We're putting a lot of efforts. Let's put effort,
Right,
right?
right. Right.
And I'm so happy to, talk to you. Great question and great efforts there, guys. Kudos to Akansha. And I'm sure you will really land up in a very good job very soon. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
That was
so much.
very
And
motivating.
very motivating.
Yeah.
178 people have just said kudos to you in their hearts. All right.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So Kansha is doing it, guys. We all are going to do it, right? The next is again from Mona. I'm undergraduate, 4 years. I think we already answered this question for business intelligence. If you want to pursue generative AI, it is, LLMs right now. You might want to explore that. There are a lot of free courses also in generative AI. You can go to Skills Build. That is one. You have Prompt Lab that you can go through. There's also from Google. There's no restriction. Go choose any course, but just make sure that we're learning every day. Yeah. Okay. Good morning, Roshni. It's going to be afternoon now, but I just saw your message. Yeah. And then we have, whenever the interview call comes, they ask me for the last working day of my previous organization, 2012. They say it's been more than 12 years and it's difficult how to deal with these questions. Anonymous, no problem. Guys, sometimes even as a human, they might be biased, right? So there are two things here that I'm going to address. Just because somebody says that it's 12 years, you don't need to give up, okay? Second thing, because there is a human bias. The other way is there are still companies who are calling you back. So I would suggest put your efforts, apply for freelancing, and continue the good work. You just heard a she is putting all the efforts, and just because it's 12 years, we're not going to sit back. We're not going to do that. If you want to hit me on LinkedIn, please connect with me on LinkedIn. I know you don't want to reveal your name, that's fine, but that can be a one-to-one conversation. All right. Yes, so Nupur, IBM does do opportunities for women returnee. Right now, there are no openings. It's a free for us, but if there's something, I'll definitely post it on LinkedIn when there is a women time initiated. Yeah. All right. We've discussed the roadmap to become a data science data analyst from scratch. Make sure you know at least one database very well, your Tableau or any dashboarding storytelling tool very well, and also a little Python, because Python is it's a need of the hour, right? So basic Python, start with very basic Python, how to remove the missing values, how to create a data frame, and slowly you will realize that you're getting a habit, right? So you need to first you get your basics here, and then you go that side. Okay, so that was from Janai. And then we have Nikela. To become AI/ML engineer, is it necessary to start as data analyst? Not at all. So Nikela, AI/ML workload is very different from data analyst workload. They're very different things. There's business intelligence data analyst is using structured data. That is what we discussed, DB2 SQL. That's a very different one. So AI/ML is basically what you just saw using AI machinery. All right. And then we have Ritu, don't have experience in IT, 1 year in biotechnology, 1 month is business analyst, then had to leave the job, but I have learned SQL, Power BI, don't have experience in these. Get your hands dirty, Ritu, get your hands dirty, do that project. What chance do I have a job in AI? You go to any job portal, start applying for data analytics with, I would say 18 months experience, at least show 18 months experience in the industry. So because 0 to 18, they consider you as a fresher. So probably show it as 18 months and doing some projects, doing some use cases and go ahead. Just basic SQL queries, all right. You have Ritu, let's start slow, but let's do it. So, like your experience matters. Just saying, 1 year in biotechnology, 1 month is business. Itna sach nahi bola, matlab, some things you will have to cover up. So when you're saying I have 1 year in biotechnology, 1 month as business analyst, you yourself are saying that no, 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 I have only this much experience, right? But instead, if you do a project, right, that a 2 year experience or a 3 year experience person does, once you get confident at that level, you will not even say 1 year in biotechnology. You will say, I can challenge a 3 year experienced person in AI. So just complete for me that one project and do these digital badges, guys. It's, when we call out our experience, ye isme hai, isme, I'm not from AI, what it means is we're not confident yet. That's what we're trying to project, right? So, Ritu, we will work. Let me know if you need help, but go to skillsbuild.org, get your badges, do your projects, and you'll be good. Please list 1 or 2 use cases that can be taken up by a beginner. Very important, pick up classification. Classification, let me put it on chat as well. You can pick up classification or you can pick up any regression model. This is from a traditional AI, okay? Or from a predictive, you can pick up RAG use case, probably. Hmm? So you can start with any of this if you're a beginner. All right. How good are chances for Oracle DBA to become data engineer? AI, what is the path to be followed? I think, and also returnee programs. Right now, it's a hiring freeze here. But what are the good chances Oracle may do? Of course, if you have Oracle DB skills, if you have data engineering skills, if you worked with files, right? Learn a little about these file formats also. Please get your hands on Avro, Parquet, these kind of files. SQL, very important, very, very important, right? So good. So you will be able to do it, guys. But these questions that I'm seeing, right? I'm sure that all of you have already know the answers. Just that, you wanted to hear from me or somebody today. I'm telling you, this is destiny. You wanted to hear from me today that, should I do this? Should I? You already know most of these answers, isn't it? Can I have on chat? Don't we know what we really want already? Don't we know what we have to do, the next steps ready? We are so intelligent, the human brain that we were talking about, deep learning, how we are trying to mimic our own human brain. And as women, we are super intelligent at home. We exactly know what our husband's doing, children are doing, isn't it? Hannah? We know we are the best, CIDs. We know we're just lacking exactly. I'm loving it, Ritu. We're just lacking the confidence and that, we've probably given up on ourselves, isn't it? The problem is just pick up a job, pick up a project, guys. Pick up a job. I love that freelance discussion. Why I brought it up, if you're just waiting for, you know, job, you have a gap, pick up freelancing. What's wrong with that? You will earn a lot of money, become financially independent, isn't it? And if there are 178 people here, just believe me, you're not alone in this journey. You have a lot of people. You have a lot of people like us who are struggling, and all of us are struggling. Even I'm struggling in my job day in and day out. But we have to put the effort. All right. So start with some badges, pick up a project, and just blindly start. Usme kya chahiye? What is the next step? Don't think you have to develop a model. Just think, I have to remove the missing values right now. Just focus on that particular piece of coding. Python, how to remove the missing values? Google it, put it in the Python, install Anaconda, install everything, Spider, what you need. If you need R, if you're familiar with R, just get that R Studio on your laptop today. That's all, right? So I think most of the questions that I'm seeing, I'm a dentist and have a master degree in computer application. Interesting. I did this interdisciplinary field in accordance to medical aspect, but didn't get any breakthrough till now. Wow. Roshni, your case is a very interesting one. And hats off to you that, after doing a dentist degree, you've gone for a master degree in computer applications, very unique again. Mm. So you're probably looking for a job in, since you have a medical background, you can try for companies in life sciences and pharma, right? Go for those companies where you can actually use your knowledge. And if you're not able to use your knowledge, get that first job that you're getting. I mean, it's not necessary now that you've done an MCA, you're in a technical background, anything you get, it's just, we build up our experience. And from there on, you want to use your life sciences and dentist degree, you can go ahead in your next job as well, right? Nobody's stopping us. All right. A lot of questions on the experience and all this again. Guys, oh my God. Niharika, I need your help. I think we will have to plan a session on 27th. And that day, I really want to hear a very different monologue from each one of you. Can we do that, guys? I see all these questions are all around experiences, internship. We're waiting for a job, project use cases. Have we done the next step, guys? It's going to be 12:30. I hope you're all in India, right? We eat lunch. When we're hungry, we do that, right? In our heart, there is so much of dissatisfaction, lack of confidence because of that dissatisfaction. And we continue to struggle and we say, ye meri life, this is my life. What do I do? We play victim. No help us. Let's get that. Nobody helped me. I'll be very frank. I had to learn everything myself, started from scratch. And I am where I am. Please, let's put the efforts. Let's put the efforts. You pick up a course, complete the project, apply for freelancing. And I want to hear some success story. At least all the efforts that it can be around the badges. It can be around the projects. Can we do that, please? Can I have some good thumbs up and say, this is not the end of it. This is just the start of it. Okay. You have a career gap. We all understand. The market is not easy. I totally understand. But there is a requirement. There are a lot of requirement. When IBM CEO came to India, she said that, IBM did not. I was in that crowd and I felt very bad. I'm like, yeah, we're not putting efforts. Simple. And we have it in us. Just trust me, we have it in us. Next time you come, badges are basically those digital certifications. Go to skillsbuild.org and explore, get me at least those 5 badges, each of you. Each of you will do at least 5 badges. Promise me. And you're going back, starting a project, you want to team up, you team up. Okay? You have everything available to you. It's never a resource constraint. Yeah, resource zyada hai. It's all confusion. Confusion because we don't know what to do. We have to gather ourselves and just get going. Anytime you're feeling lost, remember something. I got a nice WhatsApp. I'll just probably read it out. Just hold on. Okay. Okay. It says the secret of mind. Okay. When the mind is weak, situation is a problem. When the mind is balanced, but when the mind is strong, situation becomes an opportunity. I really wish I could forward to all of you, but this is very effective. When your mind is weak, the situation becomes the problem. When the mind is balanced, situation is a challenge. When the mind is strong, situation becomes an opportunity. You guys are in the right space. You've joined this program because you need to hear it. We are a community of women in tech. And I'm so proud to see all of you. Let's just do what we have to. We already know what we're supposed to do. Build your resumes, make it really flashy, market yourself, talk to as many people as you want in the industry, and say, I'm ready. Agar opportunity hai, let me know. If not, then do freelancing. Just make yourself so capable. We don't have doubt ourselves. All right. I think I'll have to take a break now. 12:28, Niharika. I know that I couldn't shift my screen today, but I think you had to address some other issues, the more important. Probably that's why my network was not working today. All right. But
Not an issue,
on
Binu.
27th, we take care of it.
It's not 27th.
Yeah,
I'll
thank
communicate the date with you. I guess there's some, change in date. It might not be 27th.
No
It could be
worries.
20. Okay. So I'll get back to you with
Yeah.
those dates. So, ladies, I
Sure.
hope you have taken out the most of the knowledge what Binu has shared. And I can see so many questions were there, like Binu should come back and talk to us again and again. So don't worry. We are planning to invite Binu for one more session where we make sure this network glitch doesn't happen. Okay. And we were delighted to have you on board, Binu, because we understand how busy you are and you have taken out this whole 90 minutes time of yours. It's an incredible thing you have done for all these women, and especially when the full cohort is of women, where they want to connect with you, they want to understand how you have started. And next time they might be asking you a question, please share your own restart journey from the scratch, how you have planned it, right? So we never know what the kind of question, those kind of, very interesting question we come across in this cohort. Yeah. So, ladies, we will take a hard stop here as we have reached the time. And please make sure you collate your questions before the session for the next time we meet with Binu. So it's easier for Binu also to, manage her time. And we would be happy to help you a lot more. And Avneet would be sharing the links which were discussed today. So it's easier for you to go across it. And as Binu has mentioned, the badges. So let's start working on those badges and start showing off ourselves, right? So thank you, Binu. Thank you very much for joining in today. And it was a delight
Thank
for
you,
us to have
Niharika, and you were
with us.
sharing the screen. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinu. Thank you very much
And
for such an inspiration,
Thank you.
and the motivation you have given to our candidates is commendable. So yes, that's the reason everybody is asking for you again. And we would love to have you again and hear a lot
Thank you
more
so
from
much,
you.
Avni. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Don't
Sure,
worry on the
done.
links shared. We will be sharing very soon with you all. Just allow me a little more time, and everything will be in your chat, your WhatsApp group.
Okay, and before you log out, I guess we lost her again.
I think yes.
Yes.
She
So,
had another
ladies,
meeting to jump to, I think.
thank you very much for joining in. Thank you,